Congratulations! You have been admitted to a designated learning institution. But you still need a study permit to start your journey to Canada. In this video, you will learn the end-to-end process of applying for a study permit to Canada. You will see how to check your qualification for the study permit, how to fill the application forms, as well as how to prepare for the post-application requirements, such as medical exams, biometric submissions, financial proof, etc. So, let's get it started. Let's learn about the following topics. Number 1, proof of acceptance and identity. Number 2, applying online for study permit. Number 3, proof of financial support. Number 4, letter of explanation. Number 5, biometric process. Number 6, medical examination. Number 7, police clearance certificate.
Before you get started with your application process, have these two proofs ready. One is the proof of acceptance and the other one is proof of identity. Proof of acceptance is a letter of acceptance provided by the designated learning institution you have been admitted into. Similarly, proof of identity is either your passport or a travel document issued by a governmental organization that shows your photograph and your personal information. A word of caution: check the expiry date on your passport. You may want to renew your passport before you submit your application depending on the program you're applying for.
To start your online application, go to IRCC website and sign up for a secure account, which is a GCK account. Once you signed in to the GCK account with your username and password, scroll down to the Start an Application section, and then click on Apply to come to Canada. Now you are on the Personal Checklist page, scroll down to the I do not have a personal reference code section, and then click this button here. Now, you will see a list of questions. These questions could help you find out if you are eligible to stay in Canada or not. Answer all the questions given here according to your own situation, starting with what you like to do in Canada, which is study, your expected duration of study in Canada, select the duration as per the program you have been accepted into, and so on, so forth. Once you have answered all the questions, you will be redirected to the results page that shows if you are eligible to apply for a study permit to study in Canada. If it shows you are eligible, click Continue to carry on your application process. After some additional questions, you would finally reach the Documents checklist page. All the forms and supporting documents are listed. You have to fill all the forms and get all the documents ready to proceed with the application. As you can see, you need to submit Form 1294, Form 5645, and Form 5257. After filling out the PDF forms, save and upload them to their assigned locations. And important to note is, your checklist may ask for additional forms or documents, depending upon your answers from the initial questionnaire. In addition to the forms, upload a scanned copy of your passport, letter of acceptance from your designated learning institution, and your digital passport photo. Now, you must be wondering, what is proof of financial support? Let's look into this in detail.
Financial proof is one of the key requirements for a study permit to Canada. You need at least 10,000 Canadian dollars as proof that you can support yourself as a student and provide for your own food, accommodation, and other expenses while you are studying in Canada. Note: the figure of 10,000 Canadian dollars does not include tuition fees. You pay the tuition fee directly to your designated learning institution, while the proof of financial support will be submitted to the visa office along with your application documents.
Financial support can be proved by the form of proof of a Canadian bank account under your name, if you've transferred money to Canada.
A guaranteed investment certificate, GIC, from a Canadian bank, proof of a student or education loan from a bank, your bank statements from the last 4 months, proof of your paid tuition and housing fees, proof of a scholarship or any other document that proves you have got your finances covered during your stay in Canada.
Note: Guaranteed Investment Certificate or GIC is most commonly used as financial proof for the purpose of a study permit and can be accessed online under the selected banks in Canada. Once you have it ready, upload the electronic copy of your financial proof to the assigned location. Now, you have the last document left in your checklist, the client information. But, before we talk about client information, let's talk about a similar document called Letter of Explanation. Letter of explanation is a letter where you explain to a visa officer about your background and why you want to study in Canada, including how this program is relevant to your area of interest and will benefit you in the future. In case a family member is accompanying you to Canada, you may also want to write why they are accompanying you and how they would support you during your stay in Canada. Even if your checklist doesn't ask for the letter of explanation, it is highly recommended that you upload this letter to client information to make a strong application for the study permit.
Bravo! You have submitted all the required forms and documents for your application. Note: you need to pay the application fee $150 Canadian and the biometric process fee $85 Canadian to complete your application. If one or more members are accompanying you to Canada, the fee will be more than $150 Canadian and $85 Canadian. The total amount will be displayed here.
Speaking of the biometric fee, let's learn what the biometric process is. Biometrics refers to fingerprints and photos. If you are applying for any temporary or permanent residence permit, you would be required to submit biometrics to process your application. IRCC has pointed that some individuals are exempted from giving out their biometrics. But for us, as international student study permit applicants, we have to submit ourselves for biometrics collection. The essence of biometrics is to prevent identity fraud and to also prevent criminals from entering Canada. It also helps in the processing and facilitation of your entry into Canada by the Canadian Immigration and Border Officers. So, how, when, and where do I give my biometrics? Once you submitted the application online and finish the document uploading, you will receive a biometric instructional letter through your secure account on the IRCC website. For international applicants, you can then search the Visa Application Center (VAC) on this website and make an appointment before you go to give your biometrics. There are more than 140 VACs across the globe.
With your biometrics instruction letter, VACs would then capture your fingerprints and photo to establish and confirm your identity. Don't forget that you will pay an individual application fee of $85 Canadian for biometric collection. The capture date and expiry date of your biometrics will then be updated on your secure account on the IRCC website. Once the biometrics has been captured, you do not need to submit biometrics again in 10 years if you would apply to visit, work or study in Canada again.
After the biometric submission, you only have 2 steps left to finish your application: medical exam and police verification. Canada's immigration laws require anyone applying for study permit to complete medical exams by a recognized panel physician. Like biometrics, there are some exemptions to those required to undergo medical examination, either due to status or country of residence. Exemption eligibility can be ascertained by using the eligibility check on the IRCC website. As soon as you submit your application, IRCC will send you instructions on how to undertake the medical exams.
You can find the panel physician nearby on the IRCC website and visit their website to book an appointment. You need to bring your identification, any medical reports, and the medical report form, IMM 1070E, received from IRCC. You will be charged a non-refundable medical examination fee by the physician. After the examination, a document confirming your completion of the medical exam would be issued to you, while the results will be forwarded to IRCC. And if by chance, the doctor certifies you as medically inadmissible, that will hamper your chances of getting your study permit approved.
Now let's look into the police verification process.
The Police Clearance Certificate, PCC, is a certificate that signifies whether you have criminal record or not and therefore determines your admissibility or inadmissibility into Canada.
Every country has its unique process of conducting criminal record verification, therefore you will have to contact the police authorities or an appropriate government agency in your home country or any country in which you have stayed for more than 6 months.
You need to upload your police certificate during the application process for your study permit.
Now, you have uploaded all the required documents. Check the checklist again to make sure you did not miss anything. And if you need more information about the study permit application process, please visit the IRCC website.
Then, you could take a rest and wait for your visa.
Thank you for visiting us.